Greetings once more. Welcome back to Primal, the Awakening on Tabletop Simulator, our custom exhibition campaign where I am going through the monsters for the most part with a little light made-up progression elements, just so it's slightly more enjoyable than having access to all the things simultaneously. Anyway, as usual, if you do not wish to be spoiled to this board game, this is not a playthrough series that you are going to want to watch. We are showing off all the monsters for the most part as best as we can. And we'll be picking up right where we left off by loading up a new monster to engage, because I don't think I have anything else to mention. So last time we fought Taragua, the second metal monster, and he was decently challenging. So the two metal monsters at the moment seem like they're going to be competitive. It could also just be that the default builds are not as kitted at dealing with the metal monsters gimmicks, which is shield and mostly shield damage prevention. They nullify small sources of chip damage, so when your effect like volley is completely negated and does no damage, and when you do like no damage for your chip damage things, the two chip damage masteries, not that I activate shield master often, it's just no good. It's just no good. Anyway, we're gonna fight number 10 today. Monster number 10. We have 6 on the top and then 12, so this should be Morkaas. With a R, right? Morkaas. Now let's add in Morkaas here. Lv-0. Oh, win-loss of nothing. Let's find him here, because I don't know what element he is. Not lightning. He's crystal. He might be our first crystal monster. I think that's an element, right? Morkaas. Looks like he has no special gimmicks or no special setup rules for exhibition. And we have our first crystal monster. He has nightmare mode, so we will experience that much later. Oh, he's husky. Oh, that's damn, man. It looks like it just straight up looks like a Godzilla figure. That is sick. I guess he does look like a Godzilla. So we are fighting a giant dude. This is actually cool. I think Monster Hunter World doesn't really have a Godzilla looking like a lizard. I suppose Anjanath is a T-Rex standing on his two hind legs, but they don't have something that's kind of like this. It'd be cool if they did. Maybe Wilds, who knows? Anyway, where's your board at? Morkaas. Set up the board. Set up the health tracker, round tracker. We'll just get him 4 struggle tokens right now, because that's what Skeet's gonna have at the start of round 1. Struggle equal to players. He has a gimmick, or one of these things, at tier 1. So at the start of the round, a player in the rear sector may pay a stamina. If they do, they place their miniature onto the monster board and play as if they were on a plateau terrain. Okay, so you can climb onto Morkaas as though he is plateau, which means you can cancel a behavior card and get some free damage in, and then you end up in the zone wherever you want. You have to be in the rear sector to do this. Okay. When Morkaas suffers a wound, he gains struggle. Oh, he's a struggle beast. He is a struggle beast. That look like the level 2 cards. There we go, level 0. That's what we want. Start of round 1, Morkaas gains 3 struggle. Alright, we have a struggle monster here. He's also quite hefty. Level 0, 5 HP per. So we have to do 20 damage per phase. Per wound. I doubt that number decreases too. Alright, looks like we might need to play this one a little more slowly. I'm seeing a lot of struggle stuff, so... Crystal equals struggle. I figured I would mention it. When I'm shuffling these cards, you guys can't see, but I actually do close my eyes so I don't dictate what's on top at first. Well, this is bad. It's okay, so we have another double frontal, which means I can abuse it later. But the fact that we have both of these at first on the first turn is what they're gonna proc, so nothing I can do about that. Let's see who is going first. Blue will be our first player. Alright, and then we are going to see, are we doing Expedition A or B? Evens. Evens, odds, left to right. So we're doing Expedition 1, which is the better Expedition. Expedition 2 is the hard mode Expedition, clearly. I never correlated these as easy mode, hard mode. Is that how they're all designed? At least for the crystal guys. Yeah, they're not. I guess they are. I never correlated them as easy mode, hard mode before. So I'm gonna keep it random what I roll, whether it's easy or hard mode, but when I fight the nightmare monsters, maybe I'll force Expedition 2 in the future. Because Expedition 2 just seems like hard mode. Anyway, we have easy mode now. Yeah, I never noticed that before. Kinda wish they had, these images are too big so it wouldn't fit on the page, but I kinda wish they had additional setups. Like 4 setups would be cool. Maybe they could have simplified this picture. But whatever, it is what it is. So we have Bathanis, a Sirke, 2 rocks. Rock. Bathanis was up here. No, it's on the right, Sirke on the left. Bathanus, Sirke. Alright, I think we are about ready to go. Just need to shuffle the decks, and then we get wrecked. On turn 1, he will start his bullshit. 3, 4, 5. We have an assist. We have a tech heal. We have an assist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an assist. Alright, we're gonna put their cards down here instead of over on the side. So we're a little closer to the board. We have an assist. We have both very high damaging arrows. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taunt, taunt, behavior card. Alright, it really depends on what the behavior does, because I would love to play this yellow. I would like to activate a mastery as soon as possible. So it's the start of round 1. Mira is first, and the monster is, we're activating in the front sector, so he's just gonna fuck us up. Also, at the start of round 1, he gains 3 struggle. Each player in the front sector must either immediately move or suffer damage. Then Morkaas turns to the aggro player. Oh yeah, we're aggro, by the way. The active player reveals the top card of their deck. That player becomes dazed unless that card is a blue. We'll do that one first. It is not blue, so I am now dazed. So. I believe I can't play blue cards this turn, right? That actually sucks. We have a good start for our battle here. The next time you play a blue, discard the dazed token, consider it to be blank. Ah, right, and this just sits on me. Still removes one struggle, the text is ignored. Okay, so dazed is less bad. Still pretty bad. Alright, we're dazed. Each player in the front sector has to immediately move or suffer damage. Unfortunately, this is happening during the... When does this trigger? Exactly. When the player starts their turn in the front sector. So this is happening at the top of this chart. It's happening at the after monster upkeep. So we're starting your turn. This is before the movement phase. Actually, there's no upkeep phase. My question is just, if I move with the archer now because of this card effect, she will not sustain damage, right? Or she won't become threatened because I'm moving. I'm moving on my movement phase. That's when this is happening. Or is it happening on just the start of the turn? And then I'm going to become threatened if I don't move again on the movement phase. I don't know how that works. Round structure. Page 19. Yeah, I would argue that according to the turn structure, we don't have an upkeep phase. So when we start our turn, we're just in the movement phase. So when I have to pay for this, I mean, I could take a damage and become threatened, but I want to move anyway. Yeah, something else about days that I have to look up real quick and double check. Is the aim keyword on the bottom also blank, or is only the card text blank? Next time you play a blue and you sequence this card day's token, consider that card to be blank. The blue you play still remains one struggle as usual, but the ability text is ignored. It says the ability text is ignored, not the other text, which has a different name. So I'm going to assume it still counts as an aim. And I ask... Oh, I don't have that card. I thought this card was that card. Never mind. It doesn't matter then. We'll keep the aim card. I'm going to move with Adrenaline Shot. We're going to move to the Sierra K pile. We're going to have... We just want to activate our dude's thing. And so I'm going to be Shield Block, Shield Dance. Just for a cheap turn. Then I'm going to move Withdrawn to Danger for Leonor. We'll pull him over to here. We're going to... I probably want to charge up an ally. We want Dragon Dash for the 2. Worst case scenario, we want to do yellow-red to cycle. And I need to manage his stuff, so we'll drop Evasive Step. I'd rather play that blue card. We need to manage his struggle. That's his stuff. Yeah, what's your stance? You're not vulnerable in the face. I see. Vulnerable all around except the face. Fourth character, do you want to move? I think it's advantageous for me to move now. So we'll perseverance here. I'll try and do some struggle management on turn 1. Alright, so everyone moves, and then he turns to face the aggro player. Now, that was an immediate move. I could move again, I suppose. I'm gonna have to move again, unfortunately. This does 8 damage. This does 7 damage. Both cost 3. This is gone, rampage card, and yellow. And end of round. I told myself I'm gonna try to play a little slower and pay attention to what's happening here. And this is at the start of the round, so we missed our chance for that. Ya dee da 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 dee da. Alright, I will move again with that normal move using accurate shot. You know what? How much struggle am I going to end up removing? We're gonna remove 1. Maybe 2. Maybe I get Hammer Bro to stay in the face and do some struggle management instead of playing his red cards. Do I have a stun card? I did not. Alright. Yeah, we'll move again with the blue card. I'm gonna move Mira to the rock here. And then we'll just do a damage shot. I'm gonna pay 3. We'll heavy arrow. We have aggro already. So we'll do 8 damage. It's not a huge deal, but I'm trying to empty my deck out. And we got 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on the board. And then that will end Mira's turn. We have attrition phase. We do suffer an attrition damage. The damage is 1. Morkaas. It is indeed. And what is this yellow card doing here? 4 or 5? Where did this yellow card come from? I had these 2 in hand. I did the first move, the second move, and I paid for my thing, right? I didn't draw a card for any reason, did I? I'm confused with... Alright, is this my first card? 1, 2... I honestly just like spaced out for a moment. Jeez Louise, that's not... That ain't good, man. He be spacing out, man. He be spacing out. Yeah, I should have 5 cards in discard. Alright. This is fine. Okay. So it's Leonar's turn, although he's gonna turn to face, Oh, dude. Now, Leonar, if I forego playing this yellow, we don't have to worry about the red for now. So once again, I can't wait to replace his mastery. It's so annoying to set up his mastery. I feel like he's constantly screwed by the AI. I don't think it's worth it to rush this deck and increase his struggle some more, so now I need to do a different turn. Okay, I could shield block, and then play Battle Trance and Shield Dance. The only problem is I don't have enough energy for that. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da. We can tackle to help pay for his stuff. And then I can Iron Will. I get 2 cards back, and then we can Exhausting Strike. I feel like just a double blue might be better. We're actually in such a weird position because of this stuff. What's getting milled at the end of the turn? The Rampage card. And then there's gonna be a yellow and red check if I ignore yellow for right now. Could be good to be more conservative here. Alright, Leonora is just gonna do some attacking instead. This would do 4 damage right now. That would only be 12 out of 20. I should probably hold this. Our hand's pretty good. Our hand is pretty good. It's just not the right turn for us. I could just activate the yellow card, but then I also risk activating the other card. And it feels bad not doing anything. Am I about to skip my turn? I think I'm about to skip my turn. But I need to remove the struggle too, but this card could give him a struggle. Oh, buddy. What is the play? Let's find out what happens. Even though I would like to keep that, it's not worth. We're going to become threatened, not move. And then I'm going to shield block for free, which will proc this. All players reveal the top card of their deck. Morkaas gains 1 struggle for each red revealed this way. So it's just reveal. I'll do it like so. No struggle gained. Okay, so this card's not so bad. Can you guys like stack on each other? Rampage happens before the red is on the board. Morkaas gains 3 struggle. Alright. Also, we play the yellow card. We remove the struggle due to the sword and shield ability, so I'll take 1 away. Now we have red and we have end of attrition phase. Oh, he has a tail attack. It's gonna dissuade people from wanting to climb his back. Although this is at the start of the round, so as long as you get on his back. Yep. I guess I'm proccing this and we're gonna find out what happens, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's already at 9 struggle. Alright, we're gonna pay the battle trances, 2 stamina to play the shield dance. Just so I can hold on to concentrated attack. This is going to draw aggro to us. This will do 5 damage to the monster. So we have 13. We proc this. More cross gains, 3 struggle. The active player suffers damage unless they have a defense in your sequence. I do. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, he does activate and unleash. So he goes down to 4. Now I know he's gonna be an unleash beast. Everyone's gonna suffer a damage for unleash. Okay, the greeting for my counter, I think it's worth it now because we can start dealing damage with yellow cards if I need to not play red. And it's so hard. My turn was pressed, I feel like. My options were limited. Do the attrition step, we do suffer another damage. We are on the Bathanis terrain. We got rid of 2 2s, so that's nice. And then we draw this, and this, and this. Oh gee lord, that's a lot of red. Aggro Shield Master. Alright, he has a tail start, which is going to proc because he's facing a guy. So yeah, worth it? Not worth it? Oh, attrition phase before he turns. So I took attrition damage. The aggro player suffers damage times 2 unless they reveal a green from their hand. I did not have a green in my hand. If they do reveal a green, remove player divided by 2 struggle, rounded down. So that would be 2 struggle for us. 4 divided by 2. I didn't have faint or anticipate at the end of the attrition phase, so I'm just suffering 2 damage. Okay. That is fine. It's not fine, but what are you gonna do about it? Alright, he has a yellow. Now he turns. And then on Darion's turn, give me a second here, I want to do something. Turn the music down a bit. So Darion's turn, the tail will activate, and Morkaas gains 3 struggle. Alright, the tail's not that bad, right? Although it gives him more struggle, so we probably don't want to spam him having access to that. He got the tail again. And he's got a escalation token. So, on Darion, I think we want to help somebody out here. We don't want to play a yellow card. Do I want to move? What was the yellow card again? I forget. I think it was more struggle. I'm going to, we'll move with the deflecting slash. We're gonna move down here. Actually, if I move down to here, yeah, Mira's not first, so this is fine. We'll move down to there. I will pay to engage. We will draw aggro. Choose another player in your sector and adjacent sector to draw 1. I will choose Thorreg to draw 1, which is another yellow card, Sally. We will remove a struggle token. And then, unfortunately for me, that's all we can do. So we will end the turn. You know, this isn't working out for me. I'm not even building up stamina here. Yeah, we'll end the turn. So he will turn to face us. Attrition step. No 0, so we will suffer 1 damage. This will be discarded. This will be in the hand. Okay. Gonna have a lot of work cut out for us here. Thorag's turn. So when Thorag starts his turn, he's in Bathanis terrain. Man, imagine if you were on Expedition 2 against this guy. No Bathanis. Oh, I forgot to do something with her. I wanted to volley when I played Heavy Arrow. I do want to fix that. So if I volleyed when I played Heavy Arrow, I played my whole hand out. The first card I drew was this. That would have been the volley, which means I have this in hand. That means this card is revealed from the earlier check. It's not red, so the negative effect of it didn't happen still. Because I want to empty her deck at all times. My apologies. I missed my volley. I know it's a May ability, but I'm gonna go back and fix that. Now, back to Thorag. I can confuse the monster, which will stop a boost effect. I don't think we saw a single boost effect on any of his cards so far. This one in the middle could have a boost. I do want to move, though, and do some struggle management. So we're gonna pay with Endeavor to move over to here. We're gonna be in his face. And then I'm going to pay 1 for Exhausting Strike. Increase the struggle this maneuver removes by 1. Since we're in the front sector, we increase the struggle this maneuver removes by 1. So it's 3 for 1 card. And then I'm just gonna bludgeon as well and get a fresh hand here. We will confuse the monster and remove 2 more struggles since we're in the front sector with our hammer. And we're up against a struggle beast. Confuse lets me get a free turn on the monster. And then I believe confuse only lasts until the end of the round. I'll double check. Confuse. At the start of the next round, it's discarded. Yet, unfortunately, it doesn't carry over. So I can rotate him. I don't know what his end of round card does, but I'm gonna rotate him so his face. He's gonna turn to face the aggro player, which means he's gonna turn to face us. He doesn't have a turn card coming up. Unfortunately, Mirror's gonna get tail thwacked, which means he's gonna get 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna get 7 fucking struggle back on the next turn. It doesn't matter where I turn him. I won't turn him. We go last in the turn order, so the confuse doesn't really do a whole lot. We'll just leave him as is. I think that's our turn. We did move. We got the 0, so no attrition damage. And then that will be the end of the round. Let's just draw up here. So at the end of the round, each player in the front sector suffers damage ×2 unless they discard a green from their hand. If all targeted players discard a green, remove 2 struggle. Round down. So he has 2 cards with this effect. Well, I suppose we can adhere to this time around. So we'll both remove greens, and then he loses 2 struggle. Alright, round 2. Behavior, refresh, and escalation. Oh, he's not gonna whip mirror with his tail. His tail's a 1. This card is actually getting replaced with a front sector card, which means I need to draw aggro. So round 1, we only dealt 13 damage, and we need to deal 20 for each wound. It's gonna be very rough early on. I think I absolutely have to try and get our masteries online by turn 3, if I can. That's still revealed, right? So yellow and red are gonna activate him. Yellow gives him more struggle. I don't have red, which also gave him more struggle. Oh, at the start of the turn. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, let's use his effect. Climb the mountain. I'll pay a stamina to move onto the player board. I'll pay the stamina with bouncing shots so I can volley too. And we got 1 damage in. Alright, so we're on the mountain. We're playing as if we're on a plateau terrain, so next time he draws a behavior, I can cancel it and ride the monster. Since that happens at the start of the round, we could have dodged the tail attack too. Yeah. If I draw aggro, it won't matter since I'm on the back of the monster. What was the card discarded? Bouncing shot. I can already tell I want to cancel the red from activating. So, I don't want to play decoy. That's useless, this is useless, and this is useless. Alright, I have to play this, so just to avoid doing nothing, we're gonna have to give him the yellow card. I'm gonna pay 1 so that this is on top of my discard pile. I won't suffer attrition damage this turn. We'll play decoy. We'll have Leonard draw a card. Fortunately, it wasn't a yellow. When I play a yellow card, this activates. Oh, he does have a boost card. So boost, Morkaas gets +1 and is unstoppable until the end of the round. I don't know what unstoppable means. Do I want to cancel this? New keywords. Unstoppable. A monster is unstoppable each time a behavior card is triggered. The monster gains 1 struggle after that card has been resolved. That's fine. Do I allow that to happen? Now it says each time a behavior card is triggered. So if I cancel a behavior card, it's still triggered, I believe. It just doesn't do the effects, which means he would gain a struggle. And he's going to gain a red on the next turn. It's only 1 struggle, but he's still getting it. I can prevent damage that I suffer. We can move and draw. I can not do that. I can set up a rapid dash. Dun, 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 ya, da, da, da. Alright, anyway. This boost effect is happening. I will allow it, because the first card only repays what he just spent, right? I'm gonna leave this to the side so I remember this is currently... Let's do that. This is currently active. I'll tilt it so I know. So I don't think the order they're discarded matters as much. I'm gonna allow that to occur. Alright, at the end of her turn, we gain a stamina token since we actually kept 2 cards in hand. Why is everything green? Oh, this is way too balanced of a deck. Her green cards aren't the best. Attrition phase. I did move. I moved onto the back of the monster. Does that count? I don't know. I don't know. Am I threatened? I can see that I'm threatened because I technically didn't move, but we're not on the board. So, I don't know how that works. Am I threatened? Does this count as a move? A player in your sector may pay stamina. You have to pay stamina to move onto his board, but it says place onto the monster board. If we're treating the monster board as a plateau terrain, you don't move onto plateau. Does it say move? It does say move. Is that an FAQ at all? Does moving on the plateau remove threatened from you at the end of a turn? Because I never noticed that either. This one, I saw a YouTube video, or I was watching the Dice Tower, I think, and they fucked this rule up super hard. And then the Dice Tower did their review of this game. They did a play of the first guy, Fire Dragon, Pyrexen, and I don't think they were paying for movement whatsoever when they were forced to move due to the fire breathing card. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that. What was I looking for? Does going on to... Yeah, this right here is the rule that tells you it still triggers. Because rampage cards trigger on a behavior card triggering. Mount Havoc. Oh, that's the battle dance thing. Electric whip, your den, leverage. Spinal thunder, blah, blah, blah. Timing, blind plateau. Stepping off from the plateau is the very first thing that happens on the turn of a player who is still on it. It precedes everything else and therefore you cannot, for example, use the plateau to prevent a front behavior from triggering. Oh, do you step off of a plateau if you don't use it? I assume that applies to this too. So if I don't use it within one round, I don't sit on his back. As cool as that would be. Where's plateau? If you start your turn on a plateau, you must immediately step off it. Place your miniature anywhere else in the same sector. Only one player at a time can be on a plateau. Oh, so only one player at a time can be on this guy's back, too. Because it's treating it as a plateau. That's good to know. But neither of those answers the question that I had. So, they strictly state the word place. I think I'm threatened. And it makes sense because, you know, we're climbing his back. And normally on a plateau, it's at the end of your turn, so you would already be threatened or not. I can also see that I'm moving onto his back. But it says place and not move, so I'm going to play it as raw. Rules as written. I think we're threatened. All that just to determine if we're threatened. Now, why did I do all that? Did I end my turn? Because I drew cards. Damn, I'm so lost. I decoyed somebody. I decoyed him. I think I ended my turn, because wouldn't I have had paid for decoy? So I think I ended my turn. I didn't roll for attrition yet. Oh, right, I was checking because I wanted to know if I needed 1 or 2 attrition cards. We suffer... Good. We suffer attrition damage, but because of this, we prevent all the damage we would suffer. I drew cards before discarding. That's why I got confused. I think all we did was that, right? Because I didn't have anything else to do. And now I'm stuck with more green cards, so I still don't have anything else to do. What a great turn she had. Alright, end of the turn. This guy can't turn to face her. Now, I would argue that he turns here because this is where she was when entering a plateau. The plateau terrain would be here, right? But I don't know how that works. Because we're playing this as though we're on a plateau terrain and we entered through the rear. So I would imagine if the person climbing him is aggro, is there rules for that when the monster turns? Like, where would I find the monster turning? We're getting into all the sophisticated nitty-gritty in this battle. All the undertow rulings. I'm looking for end of player's turn, monster rotation, face the aggro player. It doesn't specify if the aggro player happens to be on the back of a certain monster. Man. There's always little things like this that the books don't cover. I know it's hard to get every single nuance, but it would really help. I'm going to play it the way I think it would work. He's probably annoyed we're climbing his back and he's trying to shake us off. I think he would turn to the rear sector, because the rear sector where Mira was, it would be wherever they are, is operating as a plateau, which is typically on the board. That's the only reason why I think he turns here. Leonor is next, so I don't care about the fact that he's got the front attack card. I just think he actually turns, but I have no idea. Interesting. So his higher tier version, you have to pay an attack card from your hand instead of his stamina from any source. I didn't play a blue card, did I? I played a yellow card. I still have not gotten rid of this day's token. Anyway, we're gonna play it like this. If someone knows whether he just stays still because you're off the board so he can't turn to face you, feel free to let me know. We'll adjust in the future. I'm gonna do this now because it's thematic. It makes sense in my head a little bit. It is Leonor's turn. We have a really not ideal hand. We do heal 1. We're already threatened. I kind of want to stay in the Bathanis terrain, if possible. So I think we're not moving. And then I'm just going full on ham aggro. Do I have any way of drawing a card though? Alright, let me, this dude's got assists. He's got assists, he can assist, but is it worth it to go down to 3 cards and then just manage the monster's things again? We're not activating his Relentless Assault. I want the Resilience card in case I get hit. This removes a struggle token, so this pays for pressing strike as well, which I think we may as well do. Then I don't want to assist with him. I don't mind assisting with this, so we will assist with that and draw a card. Alright, we did get a yellow. Alright. We're going to pay 1, pay 2, we'll play Last Breath, deal damage to the monster equal to the damage we currently sustain. We sustain 3 damage, so we will deal 3 damage. We're at 16, right? So this is 5 here. Oh, we're at 17. 17 out of 20. God damn, I need to do more damage. I know it's only round 2, but round 2 already out of 10. It's only 10 turns. When we play this yellow card, this activates. So all players reveal top card of their deck. Morkaas gains 1 struggle for each red revealed this way. Speaking of struggle, I destroyed 1 with the yellow card. I don't mind this since it's just reveal cards, so he's going to gain 1. Alright, he gained 2 struggle. He gained 1 for the red card, and he gained 1 because we revealed a yellow card, and he's currently doing this stuff. He's currently unstoppable. So that's discarded. The Rampage card is now up here. Should I continue to persist in my endeavor? I think I have no choice, even though we're going to be giving him a lot of struggle here. I have to see what this red card is. I might cancel the Rampage card. Alright, how many aggro cards are in my discard pile? We have 1, 2, 3, so that will deal 5. Since we're about to inflict a wound, this is +2, so that would be 4. You don't have red in discard. Alright, so this deals 4 damage. He's at 17 of 20, right? When he suffers a wound, he's gonna fucking deal the burst damage to me again. I have to be very careful here with how much we're giving him. He's gonna gain 3, which is gonna be 7. I'm gonna prevent one of these cards, probably the one that gives him struggle, but just because they're getting revealed, he's gonna be at 8, 9 cards with the revealing of these. So I think it's fine. And then I can get a vulnerable on him, which I'll need to capitalize on, and we do happen to have Sledgehammer and Concussion. I'm not sure we can pay for both of those, but... Alright, we're going to pay with our 2 red cards. Actually, I'm gonna sack Anticipate here for concentrated attack. So I will choose Mira, the archer. We will deal 2 bonus damage, as they have 2 red, so this will be 4 damage. Concentrated attack will be 4 damage. We draw aggro. 18, 19, 20, 21. So there's 1 carryover. We've dealt a wound. When we deal a wound, he gains immediately 3 struggle. When he gains the 3 struggle, we play the red card, so this happens. So this is going to give him 4 struggle. The active player suffers damage unless they have a defense in their sequence. I will deny this card with my ride. So we will compete. We have a 1 with our card, and he's got a 1, so we beat him. What happens when I beat him? Riding check on 111. I typed 111 real fast, but I don't see writing. Here it is. Deal your weapon damage, and then choose a sector on the board and place myself there. Discard both cards. Yeah, so this is discarded. We deal 2 damage. So he's at 3. I will go back to this sector here. In this face, we will cancel the effects of this card. But it still was triggered, so he is unstoppable. Now, Rampage still triggers, and he's going to gain 3 struggle. He's going to gain 4 struggle. So he's got 4, 8. That is going to be 12 still, unfortunately. So he will rage on me for that turn. I thought I could prevent that, but no. And that's going to be 2 damage each, because he's +1 damage. So we will take 2. We will take 2, 2, and 2. I'm gonna need to not greed so hard. This was all for a counter on our guy. Probably not worth it at the end of the day, but hey, he's not confused anymore. Let's give it a token. Maybe that's not so bad. We'll see. We're hurting a little bit. Leonardo's especially hurting a little bit. Alright, now that happened, we are going to just play Rapid Dash as well. We will deal 2 damage. And then we'll be buffing the other players. Okay, so this is 5. Nice. It was towering monstrosity. And then the attrition phase happens. I am threatened. Unfortunately, we drew 2. That reminds me I need to change color to black. I wonder why some of the cards are hidden from players. It's like some of the stuff belongs to somebody in particular. I don't know why Tabletop's been doing that lately. I do suffer a damage. I don't have a way to protect him, so he's going to be suffering 2 attrition damage. We're down to 2. Maybe I overdid it there. I'll have to be careful on the next turns. And then at the end of the attrition phase, the aggro player suffers damage times 2 unless they reveal a green from their hand. Okay, I've been wiped out, so I definitely miscalculated. We are down, which means we're gonna have this wound card in our deck. Because that was damage times 2, we just suffered 4 damage. Unless we had a green in our hand. This is when does this happen? This is the end of the attrition phase. Yeah, I didn't even have a hand yet. So unfortunately it is what it is. Alright. Poor Leonard he just got fucked up by a raging beast. He earned a token though on his card. I need to double check that. Does he lose the mastery tokens? Because then it wasn't worth it. I should have just played really slow against this monster. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a KO token, I'm looking for a deplete token. You'd think these would be next to each other. Maybe I'll move them later. Maybe. Alright, we're knocked out. We're gonna deplete the helmet. We lost our whole board. I need to see if my focus card is gone. Alright. Turn ends immediately. Remove all damage tokens and other tokens from your hunter board. If you have the aggro token, pass it to the first player. If that player is KO'd, pass it to the next player in player order instead. Discard your entire hand of cards. Wait, I cleared tokens from my hunter board. I think that just means the stamina token and whatnot, and like defense token. I don't think that counts. The mastery is not on the hunter board. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How do I find out if the mastery card is part of the hunter board or not? Mastery cards. Yeah, we'll see. Hunter board. Doesn't really specify. I think it's not. I think the mastery card's separate. The other thing, before I forget, we inflicted vulnerable on him with that other attack we did. So he's vulnerable. He slaughtered me. He gained 1 struggle when he revealed this card, and he gains 1 more for escalating. Alright, now he's got tail. And then the aggro goes to the first player first, apparently, which is fine. And then he would turn to face Mira. So, now we have our next dude's turn. I'm gonna have to retool the way I'm fighting this fight. He will activate this Morkaas gains 3 struggle. He's actually gaining a 4 struggle for that effect, unless I can cancel this behavior. I cannot cancel this behavior. So he's gonna gain 4 struggle. That's gone, and now we have a yellow card on top. Alright. Darien. Oh boy. How much struggle can this guy remove? Just the 1. I think I will move. We're gonna come over here to Leonar's side. We're not aggro player anymore. Do I assist Leonar in the reviving so he gets up sooner? I don't have a token. Alright, we're gonna assist Leonar. We'll revive him. So that goes to black instead of red. I'm just going to keep these 2 cards in hand. We'll gain a stamina token. We will likely suffer attrition damage here, which is a 2. We get rid of the 3 card. And then I will draw 2 full. Alright. Now, this dude's already at 4, 8, 9. I would have to get rid of 2 of these things. We did not draw aggro, so he's going to be facing the front still. What do I do? Stunning doesn't really do anything. If he unleashes, it'll be at the start of the next turn, so he won't be doing 2 damage. It'll just be 1 damage. It's that behavior card that buffed him at the moment. Won't be active. He's got 1 extra struggle for the unstoppable from this last card that was revealed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's gonna unleash again. He's gonna AoE everyone again. Hopefully on the attrition phase we get a... We get a 1 on the thing, so I can use some Alamore potions and then reset the encounter. I need to prepare somebody for a decent turn here. And I'm gonna want to draw aggro. Probably want to cash in on this vulnerable token. I can't sledgehammer, so we're just gonna frontal assault. I mean, I could sledgehammer. Do I need to move? Should I just stay still and sledgehammer? And just YOLO fuck it. We're gonna take another hit. Because my sledgehammer is going to be 5, 6 damage. It'll be 12 damage. I have to play a blue card though. I can't do that. How much assisting do we have? He has an assist, which gives me Mighty Strain. And then I need to assist again, which I can't really afford to do. Then if I move, if I revive Leonor now, he's gonna take a hit and go from 5 to 4, but he'll heal again on the Bathanis terrain. If I stay put and don't draw aggro, Leonard will dodge the Baythanis terrain. Or not the Baythanis terrain, he'll dodge the Unleash. We can have Mira revive him, since she's not doing much else. And I can mount his tail with Thoreg. So I will stay put. We will simply frontal assault. We'll pay the sledgehammer. We'll do a frontal assault. So choose a player, draw 1. If you're in the front sector, they draw 2 instead. We'll cash on the vulnerable. We'll do 4 damage. So the vulnerable is going to be gone after this. Who wants to draw a card? Not Leonor. I guess Mira. Let her have a slightly better turn next turn. And then I will keep these 2 cards here. And we will gain a stamina token. Attrition phase will happen. We are threatened for staying put. Good. It's a 1. It was a 2 and a 1. I'm going to suffer 2 damage for attrition. And then we will discard this. We will draw up to our hand size limit of 5. And that will end round 2. So at the end of round 2, this guy's going to unleash. Which means he'll go back to just 4 of these. And this behavior card is getting cycled for this behavior card. So we're gonna suffer 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. And then at the start of the round, Thoreg's gonna get on the board, which might be important because he's going to, at the start of Mira's turn, reveal this card since Mira's in the front facing. The active player reveals top card of their deck. That player becomes dazed unless that card is blue. We're already dazed, so I'll just let this happen. Alright, we're not dazed again. He doesn't gain his struggle anymore since he's not unstoppable. Okay. And I think Mira is good to try to do something. Maybe. So what I'm gonna do is... That's after a red card. We don't want to play a yellow right now. We're trying to slow down this guy. Okay, the next card I play in my sequence gets stealth. Unfortunately, I just don't have anything great to do. I'm gonna move. We don't need to play this, we're just gonna use it to move. We're gonna come over here. I'm going to spend 2 cards to revive. We'll spend backflip to revive our guy, so he is up at 5 HP. He draws a new hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All this just for a counter on his thing. Is it gonna be worth it? We'll find out. I'm gonna play targeted shot and snipe shot. This one does nothing because it's a blank. My daze token is gone. It does nothing anyway because I'm not mastered yet. We are almost mastered. And then this one does nothing because we're not mastered yet. They both remove a struggle. Yay. Isn't my turn fantabulous? And then I end my turn. Fantastic. Hold up. One thing at a time. We did move, so we are not a threat anymore. We got a 1. I don't have a defense. I will suffer 1 damage. Man, this attrition damage really starts to add up, and when you gotta play weird... Whew. I've had it easy up till this point. There we got a fucking giant Godzilla contender. Base deck characters are struggling here. Alright. We have 1 assist. So, Mr. Leonor, we are going to go. Unfortunately, I don't heal because this dude turned to face me. Hold, couple more things before we go. He turned to face mirror, and at the end of the attrition step, so before the end of the turn, he's still facing this way. He does this. This happens before I draw cards. I had a green in hand, so I won't cancel this effect with Thorweg. And since I revealed a green from my hand, we remove 2 struggle. So that's fine. We'll save our cancel for the red card. Now he turns to face Mira. Alright. We are so injured. Oh, I didn't say it. I wanted to use my potion. I want to use mirrors and I want to use store eggs. Because the attrition level was 1 on the last turn. Yeah, it was 1 and we just drew 1 right now. So I wanted to heal for 4 and heal for 4. We're actually cashing in on their pots here. Hopefully it won't be too bad for Mr. Leonor. So Leonor's turn. What do you do, man? What do you want to do? Wait, I want to move. We're going to discard Feint. We'll draw a card for doing so. We're going to move up to here. We only have 2 occupied sectors now because Thorweg is currently chilling in the thing. He doesn't have any struggle to remove at the moment. My cards activate first as well. I'll assist. Oh, wrong deck. We will assist. I got another yellow. It's attack plan again. Anyone else want to assist me? Kind of want to play Berserker and go in with this guy. If possible. Okay. I will perseverance to draw 1. Damn. We got the wound, so I just wasted a card here. And then I'll play my... because I can assist with that, I'd rather just assist with that. I can taunt too, which is actually important. I'll just play attack plan. So I remove a struggle first for the attack plan, then this activates. Okay, he's gonna gain 1, 2, 3 struggle. Lucky guy. So now I want to play another card. Now, other people will remove struggle. It's fine. We're gonna sit on this. I did move. We're not threatened. We weren't threatened when we were knocked down. We got a 1, and we have 2 defense, no attrition damage. This is discarded, and then we will draw up our hand size. We will gain a stamina token. The next turn we can finish our mastery, and then hopefully have that carry us forth. Did I draw aggro or no? I did not draw aggro, so we did burn the yellow card. It's gonna be Darion's turn. Darion is going to heal 1. Darion is going to want to move. So I will swift dodge as movement over to here. We will... I don't want to assist or taunt with him yet, I suppose. Can I afford Precise Strike after I do this stuff? Like, we want to play this. We want to double slash. And I need 1 more. Do I have a stamina? I do. Okay, I can. So we're going to do that. We'll aggressive charge. Activate Berserker. Well, before I do that, we're going to gain the aggro, not threaten, aggro token. We're going to remove a struggle. And then I will double slash. So we'll deal 2 damage. We'll draw Precise Strike. That's going to be another 5. We have 11 damage. Dude, I don't know about this. Morkaas is kind of crazy. Hard to mitigate his stuff. When we play the red card, this activates. So Morkaas gains 4 struggle. The active player suffers damage unless they have a defense in their sequence. I do have a defense in my sequence. So I will allow this to happen. The Rampage card is not as bad as this one, right? I don't have a defense in my thing. We will cancel this card. So Thoreg's going to cancel this. Let me do the draw first. We got a 1. Damn, Monster's got a 2. So Thoreg's going to suffer damage and be in the front sector since we lost, but we still cancel the effect. Rampage card activates. Yeah, the Rampage card is just 3 struggles. This one is better than the other one. Alright, and then he's got yellow, he's escalating. And he's got tail. Alright, so that was the first red card. Then I'm gonna pay 1, we're gonna pay 2. This costs 2 because of double slash, and then we will Precise Strike. So it's gonna deal 4 damage due to the Great Sword effect and remove a struggle. So this is a 5 now. We have 15 on the second wound. We have a counter on our Relentless Striking. And that is our turn. So, unless we draw the 0 here, we did not. We will suffer a damage and draw up to a fresh hand of 5. Alright, what do we have? We have thwart. We have an assist. So, with quick attack and jumping slice, that's a nice combination right there. So, he will turn to face the aggro player! Morkaas! Big towering Godzilla's kicking my ass. Let's, what do we do here? Let's Thorax go. Thorax on by Thanos turn. He will heal 1. We want to manage the struggle as best as we can. I definitely want to concuss the monster just to cancel his end of turn effect. I think. I'll pay 1 to move. We're gonna move into the front sector. We're gonna pay 3 to play concussion. So we will get our first stun off. The massive blow gets a token. I'm gonna stun the end of turn effect so it doesn't happen, and we will pick somebody to reveal up to 2 attack cards. I don't have 2 attack cards on anyone, so I'll just pick him. We deal 1 damage for the stun. And we remove 2 struggle since we're in the front. I don't think I removed that yet. If I already did, then apologies. We're gonna pay 1 and charge. We will gain aggro. Remove 2 more struggle since we have the hammer in the front sector. And I'm going to have Mira draw a card so she can do her thing. I think that ends their turn. And we got the 0. That's nice. We draw a fresh hand here. Alright. Thorag is aggro. Monster will stay facing him. That is the end of round 3. We are up to round 4. The stun card is going to cancel this when it reveals. So it doesn't do anything. This is going to go here. He's going to gain struggle. And he's going to replace his tail. So he's got 2 yellows and a front facing. We should be able to play around that a little bit. Okay, it is Mira's turn. Do you have any... I have a rapid blow in case shit hits the fan. I'm down 1 card. We don't have this heavy smash. I almost forgot we played Mighty Strain, so I had a strain token. Alright, I used Mighty Strain to pay for the concussion. Hopefully I can somehow afford to do this classic red-red combo here, which I have 5. I have 4. I'm gonna need 1 more. Precision draw will happen. We draw 2 at the start of our turn. That's gonna activate our ultimate shot. Since it is the start of the turn and we fully resolve this effect first, I think I do get the volley effect. But I won't get the empty deck effect because it wasn't active when the deck was emptied. I think that's how that works. So I'm gonna volley 2. Well, we got 2 damage. Unfortunately, bouncing shot was one of those, but we'll take 2 damage. We heal 1. And now... do I move? I will not move. We'll become threatened. I'm gonna sit on this terrain here. What do you need to be at? 6? Jesus. We need to do so much more damage. Can silent arrow. We can blind him, which will disable the Celestial Wrath. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5, 10, 15, 16, 18. Oh shit, can I play an aim card that's not red? Damn, because blind would deny this, but we're gonna proc this. We're gonna proc it due to the volley. No. If only I had the foresight. Oh, alright, it's not over yet. I could draw 2 other cards. Let's draw 2 cards and see what we get. Oh, I was hoping for an aim card. Both of these volley. Maybe this is a volley turn. We don't really need to inflict blind, right? So I'm gonna play Silent Arrow. We'll deal the wound. Because it's 2 more damage, just 18, 19, 20. So we've got 2 wounds on the board. He's gonna gain 3 struggle, right? Celestial Wrath is happening. Oh yeah, at the start of the round, which way was he facing? He was facing Thorreg. At the start of the round, Lionor is getting on his fucking butt. Absolutely. Or he's not there, he's on the board. Abso-fucking-lutely, we are getting on his butt. So Stealth Arrow happened, we'll volley 1. Okay. Then what I want to do is play Adrenaline Shot. This will recycle 1 card from my hand and volley 2. I'm gonna volley 2 first. Alright, we volley 2'd. We got nothing from it. I can recycle 1. I need this to pay for acrobatics, so we're gonna recycle this. Alright. And then we're going to Targeted Shot. Next time we play a blue this turn, we draw 1. Both of these remove a struggle. Oh wait, no, I don't want this. You know what? I can do that. We don't have to draw the extra 1. I'm gonna pay 2 for acrobatics. So we won't draw the extra 1 for Targeted Shot. We'll just get rid of it from our hand. And we'll draw 3, we can immediately move. So 1, 2, 3. We have a Deli Shot. We have Sharpshoot, which is good. I will move on to the rocky terrain here. She stopped like phasing through the card. What's going on here? Ah, that's weird looking. That's doing that. I guess we'll do this. The card's being... There you go. It's fixed. That's a problem that's happened before in the past. Alright, I think that's their turn. So we removed 2 struggle. We did a little bit of chip damage. We drew some stuff. We have nothing else going on. I did move, which means I'm not a threat anymore. I have 2 defense cards, so that 2 attrition does not do damage to me. And we will discard our hand and draw up to our hand size. I have 2 assist cards. Although there's cover fire I may want to use to help somebody not take damage. Alright, it's Leonar's turn, and we're about to royally fuck ourselves. No, I'm not playing the yellow cards. We're gonna have to wait. we're gonna have to wait. Leonar activates. If I don't draw aggro, we can cancel this effect from happening. Does someone else have a yellow they want to play? Not really. Only 2 reds in the discard pile for her. 3 reds for him. 3 reds for him. I want to fucking flip my mastery so bad, but it's just not worth it. I can only cancel 1 of these. How much struggle am I removing? It might be worth it. I can remove 3 struggle with this, right? We can cancel 1 of his cards. And then we can do this, we get our mastery. Oh, if I wait until I confuse him, no. All the players draw 1 is nice. But I gotta use this to pay for that. I gotta use this to pay for the red card. So we're not moving, we're gonna become threatened, right? I think that's how we were playing it. The rules is raw. Rules as written. I might be able to hold battle chance and pay a counterattack instead. Let's do it to it. In case I suffer damage, we might want to use the counterattack. So... oh, but I could draw 2 cards. I'm going to pay the counterattack. We will do an undaunted charge. Remove 2 struggle, it'll be 3 struggle. Let's make the monster harder on us. These will both activate. Okay. I don't mind the Fate of Destruction. I will cancel this boost effect card with a ride. So let's do a ride check. We got a 2. You got a 1. So we will deal our weapon damage to him, which is 2. I'm going to move onto this terrain piece over here. So now I have Sirike buff active. This is cancelled, and then we'll reveal our cards. That's 1 struggle, 2 struggle. We got 3 struggle anyway. What a son of a bitch. At least it doesn't have the damage boost. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we hit him for 2 with the ride check. We removed 3 struggle. Now we play concentrated attack. Choose another player to increase the damage this attack deals by 1 for each red in their discard pile. I'll choose Storag, he had 3. Yeah, so this is gonna do 5 damage. No vulnerable inflicted, no wound is being dealt. Hold up. Alright, both of those are there. Yeah, yeah, make sure I know if the red card's happening or not. Alright, we have aggro. Yeah, da, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. We have mastered our mastery, so we can now do some passive damages here. Shield Master sucks. It's nice when the yellow starts doing free damage, but it sucks to get it going. If I assist to draw a card, I could draw 2 more cards, but is it really important? Because if I keep this yellow-red, we're gonna have some fat damage on the next turn. I think we just end our turn like that. We dealt 1 extra damage from Sirike. Yeah, weapon level extra damage, which is 1. That would be the only reason to draw 2 cards, is to throw out another red. Nah, we'll hold. We'll end my turn. Alright, he got a 1. He got a 2. So that will hurt us. We'll suffer attrition damage. What's our HP at? I need to protect Darion. So we will not burn the cover fire. Alright, we have shield block. Shield block's nice. We draw the monster's attention to us. And that would be good to keep up as well. I think we're done here. Alright, Darion. So as long as Darion moves first to some other location, we want to move to the Baythanis terrain. We also want to remove some struggle. I need, you know what? I can activate and have a pretty decent turn. I need to assist. We will assist with this green card here. Assisting is after movement, so I want to move. If I'm paying for jumping slice with this, and we're gonna be playing Battle Cry. Endurance is better than retreat, so a retreat pays for 2, but I can draw 2 cards with that. We're gonna use retreat to we're gonna move here. There you go. And then we'll get assisted on the action step. And then I'm going to activate Battle Cry. So we have Berserker. We do 2 damage. Radical. And then I will use Quick Attack, which will deal 2 damage, and then we'll pay for Jumping Slice, which will deal 7 damage because we paid with a blue and we're doing 2 reds. So we got 7 damage here. 7. We remove a struggle for a sword effect. This is 5 tokens. 15, 16, 17. We flip our mastery over, we draw a card for Berserker. I can draw 5 cards right now if I don't remove any struggle. And then I would love to remove some struggle afterwards. We might want this store. It's really important in this matchup. Let's just pay, we'll pay the 1 here to endurance. We'll draw 2. Have aggro. Let me think about this. Not in the flank sector. It would be nice to play Guardian Blade, I don't have a stamina token anymore. He needs more cards to do what he wants to do, so let's do this. We will play Guardian Blade, and then end their turn with that. Let's do it in order. First is Attrition. I did move, so we're not threatened. And we got a 1, we do block that with their 2 defense. We discard this. We draw up to 5. Suffer fatigue damage. Did I suffer fatigue when... I don't think I did when she cycled her deck out. I think I forgot to do that. Alright, Darion. Keep this start in mind. Not the... Oops, not the best looking hand here. Not the best looking hand. This guy draws 2 for the 2 aggro cards that were in their sequence. Perfect. Alright, what card is being removed? One of the front facing sectors. The only reason why I want to stun here is to we want to keep that. Do I have to leverage? I need 5 mana to do what I want to do. If I could leverage and play all 3 of these... Actually, I don't even need to do this first. We can hold that for next turn. So we can red, which will stun the monster. We can activate this effect first and then heavy smash. Since they happen at the same time, which means I'll have my mastery, we'll remove 3 struggle after we already drew cards. Then I'm gonna do that. Do I want to keep Iron Blast for the next turn? Probably, because of Vulnerable. I know she has one of her big Archer cards, but she'll get it back again later. Alright, he ends the turn. I can't Vulnerable for her, unless the most useful thing I can see for the brush terrain and jungle brush, if I had it, is to capitalize on Vulnerable and stuff, or stuns and whatnot. So I do see the usefulness of those terrains now. We'll discard Rapid Blow and Iron Blast and our stamina token to pay for leverage. So we will draw 5 cards. He has 5 struggle. 1, 2, 3. We suffer fatigue. 4, 5. Oh look, it's Iron Blast and Tenacity again. Now we want to knock out the monster and heavy smash. So I need 4 stamina. This is 2. I have a whirlwind here. Sharp reflexes. Alright, we'll pay 2. We'll do knockout. So we'll stun the monster. Well, we won't stun it yet. We'll just do 2 damage. Do 2 damage. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 16, 19. Then we will pay... I don't really care about this. Actually... Why are we not, combining here? Yeah, move over a bit. You guys are a little too far on the right. I paid tenacity for knockout. We'll just burn these two for, No, I didn't pay tenacity for knockout. How did I pay for knockout? Oh, the cards are gone for knockouts payment. I did pay tenacity. Because I had to pay to play this card. No, I paid for leverage or drew cards. Then I paid for knockout. Yeah, alright. Pay these. We're gonna heavy smash. Something like that. I think that's right. Sorry, I lost focus for a moment. We're gonna gain aggro. We will remove 3 struggle. We're gonna stun the monster first, which is gonna flip this over, and then we're gonna remove 3 struggle instead. So we will stun. I'm gonna stun the rampage card, I guess. It doesn't matter. We'll pick Mira to reveal 2 red cards, so she will deal 2 damage. Which means there's 1 carryover. That's another wound. When he's wounded, he's gonna gain 4 struggle? 3 struggle. And then we're gonna remove that 3 struggle he just got for the wound. Yay, I guess. And this does 2 damage on its own. So we have 1, 2 damage. Okay. Holy. Not ideal, but we're getting somewhere. Everyone's masteries are flipped now. Hopefully on round 5 and beyond we can just chip away at this thing with our card plays. I need to set up a big vulnerable hit like a couple times if possible. So he's going to be getting Sledgehammer back. We'll save Whirlwind for the Sledgehammer. Wombo combo. I'll try and get a vulnerable for then. I did not move, so we are threatened. Okay, we got a 2, which means we do suffer an attrition damage. I only had 1 shield. Where was I standing? We were down here. He's gonna turn to face us. Draw back to our hand limit here. I might need to do some serious management of his struggle. Alright, next round. It's round 5. He's gonna gain 4. The start of the round. He's going to not be stunned anymore. He's going to replace the lowest card, which is the rampage card. Alright. And then at the start of the round, we're gonna hop on the back of him with Mira. And at the start of the round, Mira's going to volley 2. So we deal 1 damage with the volley 2. Ooh! That combos. So we're still on the start of my turn. Now I draw 2 cards because we volleyed in the precision draw. Ooh, that's sick. I like that one. I think you can do that anyway. You guys can let me know if that doesn't quite work. It's not like the start of the turn ended until my effect fully resolved. I emptied my deck. We deal 5 damage. And I don't suffer fatigue until I redraw. So, I can cancel the red card, which I probably will, depending on what exactly it does. I need to help get rid of some struggle. This will blind him, which is good because that will stop him from accessing Celestial Wrath. This will boost the damage I deal by +2. If only we had a vulnerable. I should keep cover fire for defensive purposes. Alright, I'm not moving. We're gonna be threatened. We're going to play a sharp shot. So the next red this turn will deal 2 more damage. We remove 1 struggle. Okay, I have to clarify this. I noticed this before. This is something that I had to point out to myself. I was looking at the cards. This card, Sharp Shot, is dealing 2 times weapon damage on its own. It's not adding 2 damage to, say, Deadly Shot. It's not increasing damage. So if there's a vulnerable token, this is a separate instance. I wouldn't be like, okay, this is doing 7, 9, now I'm doing 18. I realized that was a thing. I don't know if I misplayed it in the past, but that's how this works. This is going to deal 2 separately when I shoot the monster in a second. I'm going to pay 3 here for a Deadly Shot. So we'll deal 5, 6, 7. And then we're gonna deal 2 for the other shot. 1, 2. And then this is 5. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18. He is blinded because we have our mastery. So we can blind him, and the peril is now blank. Let me just triple check that. I think the peril is now blank. Yeah, it's made blank now. Until the end of the round, right? Until the start of your next turn. So it's not even until the end of the round. It's until Mirror goes again. That's how confused and vulnerable should be. They should all be until the person who did it goes again, I think. Because if it's at the end of the round, the people who go last really suck at their job. The game gets a lot harder or easier based on seating arrangement and turn order, which I think should be mitigated. It's not a huge deal. They're going to suffer fatigue damage. I'm absolutely going to volley 1. We do 1 damage with the volley 1. So he's got 19. He's almost on stance 2. Yeah, I'm not excited to see stance 2 at all. When we played this red card, he will activate it. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna cancel this effect, so we will reveal this. That's a 1. Reveal this, it's a 1. I win the exchange. We deal 2 damage, so there's gonna be 1 carryover damage. He is on stance 2, but let me place myself first. I'm gonna go back behind him. And then this is gonna happen. Oh, thank goodness his shit lowered to 3. Maybe we broke his tough, sturdy hide. When revealed, he gains 3 struggle. That's 5, 10, 11. That's a problem. Alright, so this is blinded. Party cards do not count for the attrition check. Oh, parry cards. Which one is parry? Parry is yellow and green is evasion, I think. Kinda wish it told you here. It does tell you here. Parry is yellow, green is dodge. Alright, so yellow cards no longer count as defensive cards. And we can't parry the mountain anymore. At least until phase 3, this is not permanent. Speaking of attrition, it is our attrition phase. I will end my turn. Alright, we got a 3 and a 2, so I will suffer attrition damage. He's still only doing 1. Thank goodness for that. And then at the end of the attrition phase, the aggro player, which is me now. I've got to manage these aggro tokens better. The aggro player suffers damage ×2 unless they reveal a green from their hand. Oh, I don't have a green in my hand. I can cancel this, I think. Somebody has a behavior check card. Somebody has a behavior check. Yes, shield block. We will shield block this effect. So that's not happening. Maybe I shouldn't shield block this effect. We're gonna suffer 2 damage. It's fine. We're gonna suffer a damage from struggle because he's escalating. We're gonna suffer a damage from unleash. So he's gonna gain 1 more, which is 12, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So he's gonna unleash. He escalates. We're all gonna suffer 1 damage for the unleash. That is going to knock out Darion, so Darion is knocked out. Nothing I can do about that. Alright, Darion is down. Darion needs your deplete token. Need a KO token. Darion is down, unfortunately for Mr. Great Sword Boy. Okay, we already did our attrition check, and this guy suffers 1 damage. I don't think I caught Thoreg yet. Alright. This is what we have. We have an assist. It is Leonar's turn. Do I move? I could do a hefty chunkin' of damage if I do not move. If I play my yellow card right now, his yellow card gives some struggle. I have a green in hand, which I think is necessary to remove struggle, right? With the yellow, it's actually beneficial to reveal the yellow right now. There's 2 cards with that green effect. I think it was a yellow one that does it. I have to draw aggro, which I can. Nobody can really help Darion on this round. I will not move. I'm gonna pay anticipate and my stamina token for push. We'll draw 2 and remove a struggle. Alright, I have immolate, but I should save that for when Darion is not on his ass. So, what are your cards? Just a yellow check. How much aggro is in my discard pile? We got 1. Then we'll pay aggro strike to do battle trance. We will draw 2 since we have our mastery. We will remove a struggle since it's a sword and shield effect. And we will deal 2 damage because we have our mastery. And he only needs 12 now, right? Okay, then this will reveal. All players reveal top card. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. He's got 1, 2. He's very lucky. I guess that's the way it works, though. It's pretty good against the red cards. Alright, now this removes struggle. Does 1 extra damage. This does a ton of extra damage. And since my mastery is focused... Ooh, I can ignore the cost on this card. Can I play my whole hand here? Depends on an assist, because I might want to just immolate and shield strike anyway. Alright, I'm gonna play Shield Dance for free, as we have our mastery focused. This gives me aggro. We got aggro from the first card. We got aggro from all these cards. We are like really mad at the monster. So this does +3 damage because of the yellow into this. That's 5. And then since we did a yellow-red, increase the amount of damage the attack deals by 3. So that's 8 damage right here. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is 5. So we have 11 out of 12 at the moment. Oh, right. This is up. Since I played a red card, this is going to reveal itself. Morkaas gains 4 struggle. The active player suffers damage unless they have a defense in their sequence. Now, parry cards don't count for attrition check, but it does count as defense. So, I do have a defense. He does gain 4 struggle though. And he's got this card. I will pay 1 to immolate. So I will suffer damage. Each other player draws a card. I don't think Darion is allowed to have a hand size. So we have Sledgehammer on him. And acrobatics on her. She's going to assist me. We will draw this rapid dash here. And then I will pay... Oh, I need another card. Do you have an assist, bro? You do. As long as I have Whirlwind and Charge and Iron Blast, that's fine. Or a Sledgehammer, that's fine. We will assist. Okay. The red card I played dealt 1 more damage for Sirike. I knew I was forgetting something. So that's 12, that's a wound. Probably won't need these excess tokens now. When he's got 3 HP, stance 3. And we dealt 2 damage for this yellow card and removed the struggle for immolate. Okay. Then I will pay 2 for their shielded strike. We may as well. I need to get rid of the struggle. So we'll remove 2 struggle. We'll increase the damage of this by 2 for each defense in their sequence. 2 strugs. We're dealing 4 damage. We're dealing 7 damage. See, he's decent when he gets this to happen with this active. Alright, now, unfortunately for me, neither of these count as protection from the fucking attrition, so I'll probably have to cover fire here. We didn't move. We're drawing 2 attrition cards. Yeah, if only I could block this. We have to cover fire. I mean, we don't have to, but I'm going to cover fire now because it's only during the attrition step, so we'll prevent that damage. This may as well get... Technically, it shouldn't be shuffled. There was a 1 on the bottom. Technically, that should be up in case someone drank an Alamore, which I could on the next turn, and I might have to. Oh, if we're out of potions on everyone, I could make a couple more Alamores. Yeah, it's starting to get to the hard part of the campaign. I might do, it depends on how hard it is, we'll see. But if I get to a point where I'm like out of resources, we might do some pity resources down the road. I'll think about it. Depends on how bad I get my ass beat. Anyway, our turn is over. Draw 5. We will suffer a fatigue damage, so I had to cover fire there. Okay, buddy. We have a taunt plus the damage increaser. We have a taunt. We have a taunt. Alright, that was nice. And we did 1 more damage for Sierra K. Attrition step. Damn, the aggro player suffers ×2 damage unless they reveal a green from their hand. If you do reveal green, remove. Yeah, I can't prevent that behavior card. We had nothing in their hand at the end of our attrition step, so I think our Leonor is our first full KO. So I don't have anyone who can help him out. Alright, I greeted for damage, but he's taken out. There's nothing I can do about it. Which means the cover fire was kind of wasted too. Our boy is KO'd. I won't put a token on him because he's just permanently KO'd. And this only protects me from attrition, not behavior damage. Damn, no greens in hand. It's really killing me here. I may want to stop throwing my greens away. Darion's turn is skipped. He is on black, and now it is Thorreg's turn. So, Mr. Thorreg, how would you like to handle this? Because currently it's just you and the missus. Also, aggro is back on the archer, and he's going to turn to face the archer. So I need to at least draw the aggro away here. I wish I'd played Leonora better. He suffered so much damage early on. Maybe I shouldn't have greeted with the... what's it called? Card that draws everybody else cards, but we'll see if it pays off here. Now we can whirlwind, charge, and then sledgehammer for 2, or sledgehammer for 1. It'll deal 3 bonus damage. It'll remove stuff. We can get an extra card on to her, so she has a more reasonable turn. Or I could do, I could sack my aggression to revive Darion a turn sooner. And standing in the Baythanis terrain might be a good idea. Just play the aggro cards to remove some struggle and not worry about damage here. Let someone else do the damage. We'll move. We'll play supportive. We'll move over to Darion. I will revive Darion with the power of Sledgehammer. So he is back up. He's got 5 HP. He will draw his hand. Alright, this is discarded immediately when drawn, so... He's at 4 cards. Actually, how does that work when you draw the wound from a revive? Let me confirm. It says draw up to your hand size limit. This card text says discard immediately after you draw. So do I not draw an extra card in this instance? Probably not. I feel like we don't. That's the whole point of it, right? Because first we draw the 5, then this procs. We have to go in the sequence of... the proper sequence of events. The proper order. We don't need these counters on these cards anymore. Alright, so we did that. I will pay 1 to charge. We'll remove a struggle. We'll let her draw a card. And I think we draw aggro. Unfortunately, no one can get on the back of this guy to cancel a behavior card. But that is their turn. Attrition check. We're not threatened anymore since we moved. Do suffer an damage. We will draw our hand here. Okay, remember that you have tackle. This might be useful. We have 2 assists. This is discarded. Hang in there, team! Alright, monster! End of the round. He's gonna gain 4. He's gonna cycle the lowest card here. And then he's going to face the aggro player. He was going to do that first. He's no longer blind. I mean, technically he's blind until the start of Mira's turn, but I'll just give it that token. And there's something else that I want to do. Round marker. It's round 6. We're running out of time. We got 5 rounds with 3 characters to finish them off. This is 10 damage here. 2 more for a wound. At the start of the round, we will volley 2. We deal 1 damage. Alright, let's see here. We are not the aggro player. I do have heavy arrow. I have acrobatics, but I don't have a blue card. I will move. We'll use swift deflection. We'll draw a card when we use that. We'll move over to the Seer K. No longer threatened. I have a blue card now. We'll pay 2 for acrobatics. And then I'll pay 1 for adrenaline shot. Now, recycle's a May ability. Yeah, it says you may. So I'm not going to recycle. We're going to remove 1 struggle. We're going to volley 2 first. And we deal 1 damage. So that's a wound. 4 more wounds to go. Oh boy. 4 more wounds to go. When he's wounded, since he's not blinded anymore, unfortunately, he's going to gain 3 struggle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a problem. We're gonna draw 3 cards and move immediately. Now, I don't need to move, we'll just stay where we are. I feel like I want to empty my deck as fast as I can, but we want to do this as well. I need him to turn around. I need him to turn around. We'll pay 3. We'll just do heavy arrow. This is going to be 8 damage. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll volley 1. There's another damage, so that's 9 for the red card. And then I think that's our turn. We have aggro, that's what I was thinking of. You draw the aggro card. Last turn I forgot something. When I played charge, we dealt 2 damage. Did not do that, and I need every single instance of damage I can muster here. Alright, remove 4, he's at 11. What else can we do, Kang? I think it's just attrition time. We do suffer attrition damage. Still 1, right? Okay. We will draw these 4 cards. This will empty our deck. We will deal 5 damage. When we empty our deck, that will be a wound. This is 16 out of 12, so there's 4 carrying over. When he's wounded, though, he's going to unleash. So he'll gain a bunch. He'll mill a bunch. He'll hurt us, and then he will enter stance 3. Alright, he only needs 2 damage per, so this guy's like backwards. When revealed, each player suffers damage unless they discard a blue from their hand. And he does 2 damage now. Immune to blind. Unleash, all players are KO'd. Oh my god, he has an instant kill. The Crystal Quake. And he's immune to blind. This card is gone now. So I'll put this one under here, I guess. Whoa, shit. I was not ready for an instant game over. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 24. We need to do 24 damage before he ever struggles again. And I'm down a player. Alright, and I have to discard a blue from hand or I suffer 2 damage, which is going to kill us anyway, so. Since I can't blind them, their aim shots are useless. We'll discard a blue. I'll discard the blue, which does 2 damage. He's not resilient, right? Yeah. And we will discard a blue. We can't greed for damage anymore. Yeah. And he'll turn the first aggro player. At least we have good cards up here, so we can kind of mitigate what he's doing a little bit. Leonar's turn is skipped. It is going to be Darion's turn. Darion unfortunately doesn't have stuff. This is free. I could just draw 2 cards and sack 2 cards for that, but I heal 1 at the start of my turn, so at least we have that going for us. We're at our max HP. Do I move so that I'm not threatened? If I play this, I draw aggro. I think I move. We're gonna move up to the rock. I'm gonna play this, we'll do 2 damage, which is a wound. So, not a fantastic turn, but I didn't mean to delete those. Let me get another one out for later. We need 16 more damage. I have aggro. We lose aggro. She does have an assist card. We might want to assist Sledgehammer Boy. I'm just gonna end my turn on Daryon and cry a little bit inside since we got so fucked. Attrition check. Wait, how much HP do I have? 5? This is where shit gets scary. We drew a 1. We are gonna suffer 2 damage for the attrition. I will use the rock now in case shit hits the fan later. So we'll block that attrition damage with the rock. Let's draw cards. Alright, it looks like we have a bit of a berserker turn. Next turn. We might want to rely on Daryon to try and kill this guy. Thorreg. He's going to turn to face Daryon since he has the aggro. Thorreg heals 1 for Bathanis terrain. What is discarded? Tail is discarded next turn, which means I can move to the tail sector and then hop on his back. So we're gonna pay 1 to move into the tail sector. We're going to consider assisting me here. Because I want to play Exhausting Strike. Her turn is trash. I'm gonna assist, it's fine. Her turn is actually garbage. A concussion doesn't really matter too much. I guess concussion will prevent me from taking a strain token or you know what, which might be relevant. No, I have to pay both. I think it's worth it to go all out right now. So do I want to do concussion and exhaustion strike? No, someone else can draw cards here. I'm not in the front sector, but we should get Daryon a card. Actually, I should get her a card. She needs a card. Or her turn is garbage. Her turn is literally defend. So as long as I discard this, she won't suffer attrition damage. She just basically pass her turn, which isn't so bad. So I might buff Daryon and just let Daryon have a crazy turn here. Alright, we're gonna discard Mighty Strain to do Exhausting Strike. I'm gonna suffer a Strain token, which is super unfortunate, but whatever. We'll deal 2 damage with this, and 2 struggle will be removed, thanks to our mastery. I mean, I guess I could have just moved this one over. He only has 2 damage. And then we'll frontal assault. So we'll deal 2 more damage. And then I will have Daryon draw a card. That's potentially good. That's potentially good, because now Berserk cycles. Or no, this doesn't cycle. But it's potentially good. We'll see. 4. Alright, I think we end our turn with that. So, attrition check. We moved. We're vulnerable. I think the 0... Oh, good. The 0 is right there. I thought it was used already. We got lucky. Suffer no damage. These devs added 1 0 card. When another player plays red stun, that's important. And a behavior reveal cancel, that's important too. The rest of this is not ideal, but we'll see what happens here. What cards did I play? I did not draw aggro, which is fine. That is fine. Wait, we didn't want to draw aggro. End of the round, he's gonna gain 4. So where it gets scary because he's got a fucking Crystal Quake card. It's round 7. He's gonna get rid of his tail card and have a rampage, which is good because we can still control this. We're actually getting very blessed that all the color cards were milled recently. Alright, it is Mira's turn. At the start of Mira's turn, she will volley 2. And the CK is only attack cards, right? Yeah, it's only red cards. Volley 2, we deal 2 damage. We already did the 5 for emptying the deck. Alright, we're gonna move with a long range. So we're gonna move over to... Oh, I can't draw aggro unless I graceful defense. Tell you what, we'll play, instead of moving, we'll just be threatened. We'll play graceful defense because it works again. He's not at phase 2 anymore. And we'll get the aggro, which is all I really want. So that Daryon doesn't get targeted by 2 mouth cards and a rampage card. That would lose us the game. Actually, I'm pretty sure we lost if I did not have graceful aggro here. I would have to assist her, which I have an assist, and it would ruin his turn. We are so lucky at the moment. Let's be thankful that we're this lucky. Yeah, we'll just stay here and end the turn. Unfortunately, I don't get a stamina token. Attrition check will happen. We are threatened. We will suffer no damage, though, since we have this in our discard pile. It would prevent it. We're so far away from the enemy, he's going to turn to face us. I also could have used the rock, but why use the rock when you can stand far away from the monster? Alright, do you have an assist? I do have an assist. I'm probably using that immediately. This is discarded. It is now Daryon's turn. I will assist Daryon right away. I want him to have options. Do you have an assist? He has the red for stun, which is 2 free damage if I reveal 2 red cards. It's only going to be up to 1 free damage unless Daryon draws red. Aggressive stance. We're not moving. We have aggro. Oh yeah, at the start of the turn, Thoreg was supposed to jump on the monster's back. So let's do that too. Aggressive stance will remove a struggle. We have Berserker. This costs 0. This costs 2, which will then cost 1. And then I can play a reactive guard to draw a card. I can search my deck for a slash card, or we could play retreat. It depends on what I get out of these. I'm hoping to just draw red cards. We'll double slash. It's 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's so dead. There's no way we don't kill him here. He's on his last turn. 8 more damage is all I need. I just need 8 damage. We draw a card. That's not what we want. We'll pay this. Actually, I might need to search my deck for a slash card. We'll pay with this to do Precise Strike, which is reduced by 2 at the moment due to the mastery. And double slash, so this is going to be 2 damage and vulnerable, which is the big deal. Oh man, I thought I was dead. It was looking grim. I don't know why I keep deleting these damn tokens. When we deal that, that was actually 4 damage because of our sword. And we remove a struggle token. So literally any hit will kill, and we drew into Battle Cry, which is perfect. We'll just play Battle Cry. I'll double it. We're vulnerable. We will kill the monster. And then draw another card. Okay. If he wasn't designed like this, where I guess you're breaking the crystals on his back so he's getting increasingly vulnerable, he was gonna beat our shit in. He started off so tanky. And he was popping off. I could not deny the struggle gain. I definitely underestimated this, because every time he was wounded, he gained struggle. Speaking of which, I think he's actually at this amount of struggle, because we wounded him from 2 to 1, and then he's dead. Whew. Almost a party weight there. Yeah, respect for Morkaas. He's a good fight. For the base level deck, that had a really hard time dealing with him, I feel like. We did not just trounce all over the guy. Anyway, let's pack up a bit. Let me sort these cards. I can do it. I'll do it off screen. I'm trying to get used to that. I'll just clean up this stuff. And then I can end the video. You guys don't want to watch me packing up, right? We should get to the good stuff. The, hey, do we get loot for our efforts here? Hopefully. Alright, yellow and green do not get a loot. Red and blue do gain a loot. So, we got a white Earide, which is good. Earide is used in that fire forge. And blood is also good. Blood is the juicy resource for right now. Definitely like more blood and Earide. And this guy has all kinds of resources. Please get a plant. I need to make more Alamore. Elemental loot check. Only 2 people get crystal elements. So, we got blue and yellow. Can't wait till we fight the level 1 monster. We'll have better odds at getting a loot. And that will help us out a lot, I think. I probably won't need to do... I won't need to give myself some generosity plants. I think we'll be fine. We are very vulnerable for the next battle, though. I have 1 Alamore. We're gonna craft some Alamore for sure. Plant check. Only blue is gaining a flora resource. Another Nilia. How do I keep rolling Nilia? They're loaded on Nilia. Alright, that is our resources. Still no skill points. We're still dealing with level 0s, but we did conquer Morkaas first try. He might be the most difficult yet. I think our decks are just not really geared towards dealing with him well. But Tarask might have been harder than him. I think Tarask was... Well, you know, how can I say that? This guy fully KO'd somebody instead of partially KOing somebody. So, like, you gotta give him credit. He wiped out a dude. I really need to get rid of Shield Master. It's not worth it going for this card. I'm losing so much leeway or agency in how to play the guy by going for the Shield Master. If you don't go for it, you don't benefit from it, right? Okay, I'll clean up the rest of this on my own time. Let's depart here. Thank you very much for joining me again. Hope you all enjoyed the playthrough so far. Let me know how your games have been going. You know, if you have any stories to share, feel free to share. So I like to hear the struggles that other people endure as well. But yeah, we're done with Tarask. We are 9-7. 9. Oh man, we're not. No, we're 8. Yeah, we're 8 monsters in once I put them in there. So yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm very excited to keep going through. 14 more level 0s to experience, and they're getting tough. Like, Pazis was a pushover. Ozu was respectable. I think Ozu was respectable. But the first couple monsters were like, okay, I think we can handle this. And now these last few have been, whew, got some monsters to handle. They're actually fighting back, making it complicated. I like to see that. That's good. Now, before I leave, what we'll do is, this is what I wanted to do. That's why we're gonna make an Alamore. Let me copy this. It's any 2 plants for an Alamore. We'll make an Alamore here. Okay. This guy does not have 2 plants, so he's gonna go without an Alamore again. So he just cannot roll a non-odd number on the level 0. Poor dude. And unfortunately, I can't donate to him a thing. I can! Alright, there is... Maybe I should do this, because it might be important. We're playing with the crafting rules pretty much intact. So the crafting rules are... let's do like 99 here. It's before these guys, so 86. It's before all this, I think. This is the exhibition stuff. Yeah, campaign is what we want. Crafting. What am I looking for? Conversion. I'm looking for the crafting conversion rules. Deck building, preparing a potion. As for the crafting resource, players may trade plants with each other as long as they trade 1 for 1. If you give a plant to another player, the player must give you a plant from the... You have to trade identical things, that's why we can't do that. But I think you can convert 2 things into 1. Resource conversion, this is it. Suspend 1 element of any type in place of any 1 material. Materials are the scales and stuff. Spend 2 materials in place of any 1 material. Discard an equipment card you already own instead of spending any 1 material, which we don't want to do that. Discard an equipment card you already own instead of spending an element of the type associated with that equipment card. I can only convert materials. I don't know if that includes plants. Resource conversion. That might not include plants. I think you can't do it for plants, it's only for regular stuff. Alright, that's fine. So, yeah, potions are going to be slightly harder to acquire. I'm going to need you guys to roll high. We're going to need some evens for plant acquirance, but we should be fine with just 3 people having alloys. I'm going to head off now. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. See ya next time we play.